Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to Divine Conversations. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, welcome. It is very nice to meet you. My name is Eric. And if you are returning, what's up, guys? So, welcome to your Spirit Monthly messages. Keep in mind that time is an illusion, energies are fluid, so just because this is dated for, or a message for, coming through in the month of July, it doesn't mean that it absolutely has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you're guided to watch a reading and it resonates for you, then that is a message for you in that moment. If you are looking to dive into previous messages, I always recommend, whether it's on my channel or another channel, that you focus more on the title of the reading, not necessarily the date, because it's the title that's going to strike a chord within you to let you know that something about this reading is going to resonate with you, or there is a message for you in that reading for this moment. Yeah. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Yeah. So let's dive in. I've got your pre-shuffle here, and it seems, Capricorn, that the message for you this month is there is some internal work that you need to be doing. I'm hearing internal deep diving. If you're familiar with Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, you know what I'm talking about there. But the most important thing that's coming through for you, Capricorn, is reconciling with your inner child. The first card that came out is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups did come out in your love reading, which is over on Patreon. Follow me over on Patreon if you'd like to get all the dish on love, all the tea on love for you. But that was a part of that reading as well, and now it seems to be coming out here for you. That's no surprise. Yeah, internal reconciliation is what they're talking about here. Spirit is talking about here. You have the Six of Cups with Judgment and the King of Swords, but the King of Swords and Judgment are in reverse. I feel like some of you have really been resisting this energy of reconnecting with your inner child, or getting reconnected with a sense of inner innocence, or your sense of the inner child or innocence. And for some of you specifically, I feel like it's a matter of, like, you've grown up, you're like this jaded adult now, and you have no time for ridiculous silliness of childhood. Are you kidding me? I have too much to do. I'm too damn busy. I've got too many responsibilities. I don't have time for all that childish bullshit. Unfortunately, you're only hurting yourself there. With this King of Swords in reverse, you're really only hurting yourself there. And you're actually resisting, I'm hearing you're resisting reconciliation with yourself and inner, and maybe even others. But you're resisting a chance to rise above, to elevate, and maybe even to disconnect from yourself from the hive mind, or the grind, or the hustle and bustle of the three-dimensional reality. I feel like because you refuse to connect with this inner sense of wonder and playfulness, you wear yourself out a lot, because you're just trying to get so much done. You're so focused on the material. Five of Pentacles. So there may be a lack mentality here that's keeping you in this thought process. And for some of you specifically, I am picking up on the fact that you maybe had a really rough childhood, or maybe an impoverished childhood, and you developed or learned to you acquired this oh shoot, what was the phrase, this work ethic that is just all work and no play. Like you may unwind here or there, but even if you do in those little bits at any given moment, it's not even like you're allowing yourself to go too deep. Some of you might have had issues in the past, maybe as a teenager or an early adult, maybe in your 20s, where you partied too much, you let yourself get way too out of control, and things became a real disaster. Okay. All right, but look, that was then and this is now. You have the world here. I mean, can't you look at all of that stuff and say, all right, everything in moderation. I don't have to be such a hard ass. I don't have to be so militant with myself and maybe even others. I can let go. I can let loose. I can be free. I can have fun, but I can do it in moderation. I don't have to go all that crazy, right? Okay, great. Bring this to a close. The world with the Five of Pentacles. Allow yourself to let all that shit go. Get in and get into alignment with yourself. Integrate your darkness and your light. Balance your masculine and feminine energy. Balance your yin, your yang, your inner child and your inner adult. Like, balance those things. Take a leap of faith and move forward towards what it is you really want, which in reality is a sense of satisfaction. Nine of Cups is your overall energy. This is the whole reason why you're even being faced with this right now, with this wake-up call that you seem to be resisting so much. This King of Swords energy in reverse, Capricorn, is a serious detriment to you. Is a serious detriment to you. And I don't even think you fully realize or fully comprehend just how much this is negatively affecting your life. And yes, I feel it. Some of you are looking at this Nine of Cups, especially those that are familiar with the Tarot and what the Nine of Cups really can represent. The Nine of Cups represents satisfaction. It represents opulence. It represents, eating your fill, drinking your fill, partying until the sun comes up. It can represent your comfort zone. But quite frankly, Capricorn, it really is this simple. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Yes, you're going to have responsibilities. Yes, you're going to have to do certain things here or there. But that doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. That doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that working to live is wrong. I feel like some of you live to work instead of work to live. And quite frankly, I think it's much better to work so that you can live, so that you can enjoy yourself, so that you can be free, so that you can have fun. Not to live, not basing your life, the structure of your life every day with work and business and responsibility at the core center of it. What about the rest of your life? What about the rest of your being, Capricorn? There's more to you than just a workaholic. I think I want to title the reading that. There is so much more to you, Capricorn, than just a workaholic. And the universe is trying to get you to wake up to that. Because I feel like I just heard you're running yourself too hard. You're running yourself ragged. You're running yourself into the ground. Baby, stop that. Just please stop that, okay? Sorry guys, my nose is itching today. I haven't exactly figured out why this happens, but I know it happens mostly when I'm channeling, and it wasn't happening before. When I was doing the readings earlier, all the other readings before I got to you today, Capricorn. And it didn't happen until I literally sat down and started channeling for you guys. So maybe this is just a really intense message that you guys need to hear right now. I'm not going to take these. I'm not going to take this because I'm just going to get into the rest of the reading here. So let me get this one shuffle. It is annoying though. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Aha! All right, here we go, kids. Excellent. Let's get started here, shall we? Let's get into the rest of your reading. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good and the highest good of all involved for the month of July 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to give this 5 shuffles here for you, but I want to mention that as I was connecting with your energy and channeling into the cards, I did see a flash of red energy, which to me, this is number 2, which to me is speaking to discrepancies within your root chakra, which would be your stability, your connection to the earth, your sense of self. I feel like whomever I'm channeling for here, many of you have issues with money, have issues with abundance, have issues with stability, and that has everything to do with that 5 of Pentacles energy that came out in your pre-shuffle. This is 3. You've got to reconcile with that, and no one can really do that for you other than your own self, and that is something that needs to be reconciled between you and the universe, because the universe is constantly, you guys don't really understand how much the universe is just constantly flooding us with abundance in every which way that it can. And the only thing that stands in the way between yourself and that flow of abundance are your own beliefs. And so some of you, yes, I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna poo-poo this for you, but some of you really have had some pretty tough childhoods or maybe early adult lives. Like maybe you grew up great as a child, you were loved, you were abundant, or you were stable, or you had some sort of sense of stability and everything was great. But then by the time you turned 18 or you moved out or you went to college or something, it was just whoop whoop downhill from there. And it's like, okay, look, that's fine. You're a young person. You're a young adult. You're allowed to make these mistakes. You're allowed to mess up. You're allowed to fuck shit up like royally and then look back on it and be like, damn, that was a problem. But hey, I learned some deep shit from it, didn't I? I mean, like, you're still allowed to do that as an adult. Ain't nobody gonna tell you that. But let me tell you something. You're allowed to do that as an adult. You're a human being. You're allowed to make mistakes. The thing about those mistakes is, can you learn from them? Instead of beating yourself up about it and being like, oh my God, I'm such a terrible person. I'm so irresponsible. Don't trust me with anything because Lord knows I'll just destroy it. No, that's not right, Capricorn. You have the ability to learn from your mistakes and then do better in the future. That's really all that matters. Stop beating yourself up, please, Capricorn, with your self-deprecation. 2 more shuffles here. This is 4. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and 5. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's cut the deck. Boop. Okay. Overall energy. We have the Emperor. You are the master of your own domain, Capricorn. Take responsibility for that. You know, and wait, hold on, because I hear some of you being like, what are you talking about? I am taking responsibility. I'm taking too much responsibility. That's the point. This could very well be the Emperor in reverse. I mean, all of these cards are upright right now, so I'm reading it intuitively, as best I can intuitively. And yeah, this Emperor can be extremely controlling and negative. I'm picking up a negative self-talk, self-deprecation, negative self-beliefs, being way too hard on yourself, not having any sort of compassion or empathy, not allowing yourself to be free, not allowing yourself to have fun and enjoy because it's, you know, it's a rough and tumble world and it's not all fun and games. Well, you're right, Capricorn. It's not all fun and games, but at least can we have some fun? Can we allow ourselves to have as much fun as possible? Instead of constantly being in this seriousness. Underneath the Emperor, you've got death. Well, looky here. There's that transformation we were asking about, huh? It's not all black and white, cut and dry, Capricorn. That's what I'm hearing. It's not. I mean, there are some situations in which it is what it is. The facts are the facts, and you're just going to have to accept it. Okay, sure. But not everything is like that, nor does everything need to be. Death, transformation, out of this mind space, this controlling mind space, okay? Beating yourself up about like the absolute most minuscule thing. And I mean like such trivial shit, man. Isn't that exhausting? Yikes. Underneath death, you have the 7 of Wands. Wow. Okay, so the Queen of Cups came out in the love reading, and we were talking about emotional balance, emotional security, but also boundaries. I feel like when it comes to yourself, man, you've got no boundaries whatsoever. You just don't know when to quit, do you, Capricorn? Stop doing that to yourself, man. Shit. Underneath the 7 of Wands is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying that your life is an ever-evolving work in progress. Because you are an ever-changing, multi-dimensional being, right? You're never going to get it done, and you're never going to get it right. Cue Abraham, right? So stop focusing on being so meticulous. Stop focusing on being so goddamn perfect. No one is asking you or requiring you to be perfect. And let me tell you something, Capricorn. If you've got people in your life that are requiring that you need to be perfect in ways that are just absolutely ridiculous, cut that out. Put some barriers up, put some boundaries up. Please allow yourself to have fun. Now, the other thing that I'm getting with the Seven of Wands and these boundaries here is you need to have boundaries so that you can have a safe space to allow your inner child to work through you, to flourish. Because if your inner child can't even feel safe within your own self, he ain't gonna feel safe anywhere. And with this inner child work that really needs to be done for some of you, at least we'll say the first thing that you need to do is make sure you have adequate boundaries so that your inner child can run around, can run amok, can be silly, I'm literally seeing a big field with a good, acres and acres of land with a nice boundaries so that, if you go too far, you're very, very aware. You don't want to go past here, because you go past here and that's when things get a little tricky. You're going to have to be a little more reserved, blah, blah, blah. So you know what? You've got acres and acres of space here. Let's do the bulk of our playing here. And if we want to venture out, you let me know. We'll put on the proper protection and blah, 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 and we'll go explore. But this is your safe space. So, honey, please feel free. Do whatever it is you want. Play all the games you want. Be as silly and ridiculous as you want. This is your safe space. And the Emperor here will help you. I'm sorry, I'm giving this brand a full-on plug right now. But this Emperor here can be positively aspected in the sense of maintaining this boundary for you, maintaining this safe space. But what we don't want is this Emperor to control everything, right? I meant to take a drink of water. That's why that was standing there. All right, Capricorn. First set of surrounding energies for you in the first half of your reading. Because trust and believe, that was just the pre-shuffle and now just the overall energy, honey. We ain't even gotten into the rest of it. All right, cool. First set of surrounding energies we got for you. The Six of Cups again. Y'all, the Six of Cups came out in this position, the first set of surrounding energies, very first card in your love reading. The Six of Cups came out in your pre-shuffle. You need to reconnect and heal and reconcile this connection with your inner child. Point blank, period. Six of Cups is coupled with the Sun, which is another depiction of a child. You see that child is riding that horse? The Sun also came out in your love reading over on Patreon. God, my nose! I sound like Marsha. Sorry. So, the Sun has been coming out a lot throughout this month. And yes, don't get me wrong, it's the best card in the deck, the most optimistic card in the deck. But the Sun also brings illumination, kids. And sometimes that illumination can be harsh as fuck and pretty hard to deal with. But it's still the best card in the deck, because when the Sun brings illumination to you, it's something you are desperately in need of. And I mean, this is something that is going to benefit you in ways that you can't even fathom, that you can't even dream of, Capricorn. But you have got to be willing to allow yourself to open up and see it. Take those goddamn sunglasses off. Don't look directly at the sun, but take the sunglasses off and let the sun illuminate what it is you need to see. Please. Your inner child is begging for recognition. And the more you stifle it, the worse your life will be. The harder your life will be. The more you will have to grind and work and hustle and shed those blood, the blood, sweat, and tears. And there's nothing wrong with putting blood, sweat, and tears into something unless it's completely draining you of your life force. And that sounds like what's happening for a lot of you right now. Because you will not let your inner child out to play. You will not let your life be led from a sense of joy and wonder and happiness. Instead, you're leading your life from control and authority. Well, because it's what's best, and I know best, and blah, blah, blah. You might have had some adults in your life as a child trying to tell you they knew what was best for you, when in reality, they didn't know shit, because they were dealing from their own sense of destruction or inner child separation. Now, I'm not saying that they're completely wrong. They were just going by what they knew. But let me tell you something. This illumination could very well be the effort or the illumination that you need to break free from that, to see that for what it truly is and not give into it anymore. Stop living your life that way. I'm telling y'all, the universe is coming for each and every one of us right now. So if you don't got your shit together, honey, the universe is about to show you. The universe is about to tell you. The universe is going to tell you exactly what you need to know so that you can get your shit together and live the best life. But see, this is not because the universe is some sadistic thing that just wake up, that just wants to like put us in these harsh conditions and laugh at us as we flounder around without a clue as what to do. No, that's not the case. That is not the case. But they are, if you need to have your ass handed to you so that you can get the message, so that you can live the best life that you're capable of, they will do so. Hence our reading here. Second set of surrounding energies for you, Capricorn. Shut the front door. Judgment, which also came out in your love reading. I'm not making this up, Capricorn. You saw me shuffle this, right? So stop questioning. This shit is real, all right? And if you're going to sit there and question me and be like, you're full of shit, bye. Get the fuck out of here. Because I'm not here for it. And definitely the universe ain't here for it either, okay? Yo, wake up. Smell the roses, smell the coffee, smell your own shit, Capricorn. Judgment is coupled with the Five of Pentacles, which came out in your pre-shuffle. You're standing in your own way, Capricorn. You are standing in your own way. It is your own attachment to lack mentality that is keeping you from living your best life. Your challenge in the first half of your reading. It's the Ten of Pentacles. And now this can represent completion of a cycle, graduating from one life lesson to the other. But there is something specific that's coming through here for you guys. There is an attachment to money and finances that is an extreme detriment. There are some of you out there that I'm reading for right now, that I'm channeling this message for right now, that developed this sense of lack mentality from your childhood. I'm not trying to knock that. I'm not trying to say that it wasn't what you think it is or you're perceiving it wrong. No. It is what it was what it was. It is what it is. Okay, fine. We can't change that. Okay, and so you've adopted this lack mentality frame of mind that has caused you to put money and finances and like all the best things in life from a physical, a material point of view. It has caused you to put materialism on such a pedestal that it's so fucking high, man. Even the richest of the rich can't reach that shit. So how the hell do you think you're going to? You know what I'm saying? Look, money is not the key to happiness here. And I understand we need certain things so that we can live. But the more you hold on to this, the more that you believe that your happiness will come from achieving a certain financial state or a certain socio-economic state, the more you are going to be beating yourself around that bush. You gotta let go of this. Money is not everything, Capricorn. Financial prowess is not everything. Social status is not. That, I mean, don't even get me started on social status, man. That is such a crock of shit. It is such a crock of shit. But now this is also where the Ten of Pentacles also represents the completion of a life cycle or a life lesson and graduating from it. Judgment. But okay. And Ten of Pentacles is coupled with. You can't make this shit up. I literally, as I was talking about, as I was talking about the Ten of Pentacles here, I was thinking, y'all are holding on to some shit that you need to let go of. And I saw a flash of the Four of Pentacles. Yo, let this shit go, man. Let it go. Just let it go, Capricorn. It is not serving you. It never has, and it never will. So let it go. Closing message or potential outcome in the first half of your reading here, Capricorn. You have the King of Pentacles. Okay. You can have the stability and the strength and the wherewithal of the King of Pentacles without having millions in the bank. I'm hearing without being a financial investor. That might be figurative, that might be literal. Take it as it resonates. But the thing about the King of Pentacles is, yes, he's abundant. Yes, he's opulent. Yes, he's very rich. But he also has that sense of abundance, opulence, and richness within. He appears to be so rich because it emanates from his essence. Not necessarily, and now this could be somebody that's like got money just pouring out of their ass. Okay, but that's not what I'm feeling for you here, or at least that's not what's required of you for you to feel safe, secure, grounded, and in some cases seen. You have to cultivate that within. The thing about the King of Pentacles is that he's a fixed sign. He represents Taurus, right? He's masculine energy. He's fixed, all right? So ain't nobody going to tell him shit. Ain't nobody about to tell him shit, especially not about himself. Don't nobody know the King of Pentacles like the King of Pentacles. And if you want to step to him and try and say you know him better than he knows his own self, oh, honey, don't make me laugh. Don't make me cackle, actually. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, you haven't even talked to me a day in my life, and you think you know me better than my own damn self? Get the fuck out of here. You just look like a fool. Right? You don't have to have all the money in the world to own that representation of yourself. But what you do need to have is awareness of who you truly are. Not who the world or the society have made you out to be, have tried to shape you into, have tried to mold you into, regardless of whatever pigeonholes people have been trying to cram you into your whole life. That shit doesn't matter. What truly matters is who you truly are. And the fact that you allow yourself to be grounded in that and balanced within that and express that. King of Pentacles is coupled with, damn, strength. I mean, I know I'm kind of ripping y'all a new one in some cases. I know the universe really is coming for all of us right now, but you guys, this is a really great message, and this is a great way to end the message because our goal here, says the universe, our goal is to shred you of your ego so that you can really truly embody the true self that you are. So strength right here is absolutely talking about taming the ego. Because it's the ego that tells you you need millions of dollars. It's the ego that tells you you need to drive a fancy car and have a nice big house. It's your ego that tells you that you've got to have the respect of all these fucking narcissists around you. Come on, Capricorn. Are you serious? Man, fuck out of here with that noise. I ain't even trying to fuck with that shit no more. Neither should you, man. It's not worth it. It really is not worth it. All right, Capricorn, so we're going to get into part 2, which will be found over on Patreon. If you would like access to that, $5 a month, you get access to all of the Spirit Monthly Messages part 2. $7 a month gives you access to everything that I'm doing on Patreon right now. The $5 tier is just strictly Spirit's part 2 of Spirit's Monthly Messages, okay? So, if I see you over there, I'll see you over there. If I don't see you over there, then thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this was helpful for you. If you would like a look into your own personal situation, please don't hesitate to email me. All the information is in the description box below. But with that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic month. And I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading for the month of August. Yeah? Take care. Bye.